Simple Cafe Sound, sponsored by your likes and shares. Here's what you got to do to get your TV sound to come out of your speakers when your TV has an HDMI ARC ARC port and your speaker system has an auxiliary audio line in port. Step 1. HDMI cable into the TV's HDMI ARC port. 2. That same cable into this little device. 3. An auxiliary cable into that same device. And 4. That same aux cable into your soundbar's auxiliary port. Now go ahead and play something on the TV and turn up the volume on both the TV and the soundbar. Now let's do that again, but I'll talk you through it this time. And if you have any further questions, stick around for the third part to dive deeper. Now we're going to start where the audio is originating from, the TV. So we're going to take a regular HDMI cable and plug it into our TV's ARC port, as well as into our soundbar. But wait a second, our soundbar doesn't have an HDMI ARC port, right? Well, we got to use what it does take, an auxiliary cable. So here it is, and we're going to bring it all together with this little device. Okay, and so what is this now? It's an HDMI audio extractor, but it could go by other names. So to make sure that you have the right product, check out the two sides with the connections. See that one side has an HDMI port with the word in nearby. And on the opposite side, you'll find an aux jack with the word out on the same side. If you happen to find one of these with RCA red and white ports, those will work just as fine as aux because it's the same technology, just split into two separate cables. So you could just get an RCA/auxiliary cable that will make the connection from your extractor into your soundbar. Yeah, this setup will work with any powered plug-in speaker that has an auxiliary jack, including a stereo system with an aux jack or RCA ports. And if you wanted to, you could plug your headphones right into the extractor. Like the video if you did before we dig just a bit deeper. Okay, now if you're sitting there thinking, well, now that I'm using an auxiliary cable, I'm using analog technology instead of just an HDMI cable, which is newer and better digital technology. Aren't I taking a step down in sound quality now? Well, let me just tell you this. That sound itself is analog. If you're all connected as seen here and still don't hear anything, obviously double check that the soundbar is on with the volume up on it and your TV. And if still nothing, go into the TV's audio sound settings to look for something about external speakers and change if necessary, because some TVs require you to make that change in the settings. Now, if you're still not getting any sound, well, it's time to have another look at the back of your TV, right there where you plugged in your HDMI cable. Now, in that connection, does it actually say ARC? If not, then you just plugged into a regular HDMI port, which won't do what we're trying to do here. But if you don't have that port on your TV, don't worry, because my channel has all the other connection types ready just for you. So come on and subscribe to grow your knowledge along with this channel, and I'll see you on the next one.